My name is Andrew Boland. People often have problems with budgets. They make a list somewhere of what they need to budget, but aren't able to keep track of it. They also sometimes use something like an Excel spreadsheet to keep up with it, or pay ridiculous amounts of money for budgeting applications. This is why we created the Dollar a Day web app. With this app, you can create yourself a budget to help figure out how much you can spend, which is then immediately visualized on a chart on the same page for easy understanding as to how your budget is being allocated. On top of that, you can add transactions based on every single thing that you go and make through the month. It'll automatically allot the amount spent to each category, showing in real time the budget updating. We also have added a AI chatbot so that you can go and receive real-time assistance with budgeting and figuring out how to use the application. The following technologies were used in this application. Python was used as our backend using Flask. JavaScript was our front end. Axios was used for API calls to the backend. JSON Web Tokens were used for authentications and CORS-like protections. We did rate limiting for the API calls via Flask limiter, and SQL Alchemy serves as the ORM for easier access to the database backend.
You're free to start.
Hello, my name is Kishana Morton, and this is our landing page. From here, you can access various things before getting into the actual website. For example, the About page. This page gives a brief introduction of our app and the reason why we created it. Next, you'll go to how it works. On this page, it explains why someone might want to use our app. And they also can decide if they would like to use it by clicking a button, and it'll have a short demo video describing the app and how to use it. Next, you can go to the pricing page. Our pricing page gives us a brief overview of our pricing plans and allow users to decide whether or not you want to do a monthly or a yearly plan. Next, you can go home. From here, you can decide if you want to log in, if you already have an account, or sign up. So we will log in since we already have an account.
Hello, this is Brennan Helmendaller. This is the home page of the screen. Upon entering for the first time, you will see that pop-up which just appeared earlier. This is the Reactor implementation that pulls up a tour every time you log in for the first time, basically giving you a tutorial on how to run each page. Here is the chart of the home page, which will give you a brief overview of the budget and tell you roughly how much you're spending with the visualization. Over here, we have the quick budgets section, which will show you each category from your budgets, how much you've spent in that category, what that current budget is, and how much of the percentage you've currently spent of that budget. Down here is the weekly transactions, which will show you the transactions you've made in the past 7 days. On the left side of the screen, we have the banner. This banner will take you to each page of the app by pressing these different buttons. Next, we'll go to transactions.
All right, hello, my name is Trey Shannon. This is the transactions page. This shows off a table of the transactions you have made this month and various informations about each one. Each transaction has a date and the transaction was made. The amount given in the transaction, which account you're paying from, which party it is going to, and lastly, which category of the budget this goes towards. At the very far right of each transaction is a delete button that can be clicked to remove the transaction. We can also add a transaction from this screen by pressing Add Transaction button. We will add an amount, 500, and an account of personal, a party of our landlord, and the category of utilities. You can click Add Transaction. With that, the transaction we have made has been added to the table. At the bottom of the screen here, we have a budget bar which tells you the percentage the user has spent of their budget. Now let's go to the budget page. This is the budget page. From here, there are a few things you can do. This section of the page has the budget chart, which can be modified by clicking this selector. And this is now in bar form, and you can set it back to donut. Under each chart, under the chart, is an AI budget suggestions chatbot. Okay. This bot is here to help make suggestions on money savings when asked various questions. You can ask it a basic question like, how do you recommend saving money on my car? Give it a minute or two. And here we are. Now, lastly, we have the current budget table. This is where you can change various things about the budget, as the name of each category, how much has been allotted to each category, and the color that shows up for it in the charts. You can also delete a category you do not want anymore. And of course, you can add a category by clicking this button. And we will give it a gift category and a budget of $500. Then we save. And then we edit the color for the chart. In this case, we can set it white. Okay. And with all of that completed, we can now go to monthly savings page.
Hello, I'm Hani Rahman, and this is our monthly savings page. On this screen, you will see a month-by-month show of how much you're saving versus how much you're spending that month. You can also change it to select other months and years and see them. This will allow you to select each month and year without clicking the arrows. Now, let's move on to our second to last page, the $1 a day plus page. This is our $1 a day plus page. On this page, you can see the benefits you can get from purchasing a $1 a day plus subscription and see the different prices between monthly and annual subscriptions. Next, let's go to our last page, the settings page.
Here's our settings page. To the left, you can see a tab of different things that you can access within our settings page. For example, we're on the account tab right now. And from here, you can change your username, you can change your password, or delete your account. Let's demonstrate how to change your username. So you'll enter your current username. You'll put your new username. Click change username. X out of it, and then refresh the page. And your new username will be displayed there. You can change your password by clicking the change password button, but we will not change this right now. And then you also can click the delete account button, and it'll allow you to delete your account from there if you do so. Let's navigate to the accessibilities tab. On here, we have different display modes based on your preferences. That can be dark mode, or colorblind mode, or if you just want to go back to light mode, you can also do that. If you would like to get a brief demo of the app all over again, you can restart tour and it'll take you back and restart the entire tour. Next, let's navigate to the notifications tab. From here, you can enter a new email. From there, you can click the drop down for notification frequency and allow you to select how frequent you want your notifications to be sent. And from there, if you would like to get a notification automatically, you can save it and report it right then and there. Thank you for watching our demo.